Hey everybody. So in response to the video I made with like sex questions, I don't remember if that's what it was called or if I was just like, here is a bunch of sex questions I'm gonna answer. Whatever that video was, someone sent me a bunch more sex questions. Sorry, this is gonna be not such amazing quality video because I'm not going to edit this and like this is what you get. So anyway, Sam Mitchell, who's been like a long time subscriber of mine, sorry, I'm just gonna like get comfortable, sent me a bunch of sex questions in response to that. So I'm gonna go ahead and answer those questions in this video. Okay. So let's get started. Have you ever had an original idea for a novel or movie pop into your head and think, wow, I don't think I've ever seen a story like that before? And if so, what was it? Oh, these are regular questions, by the way. He sent me sex and regular questions. I don't think so. No, not really. I don't know. I don't really think I have like ideas for movies or novels other than stuff that's like based off of my own experiences. Like I'll experience something and be like, that should be a book. But not really like in that sense. Not in like a that's never been done, I'm so original type of way. What is the coolest Halloween themed thing that you've ever seen? And where were little wait. And when you were little, was there a spooky place in your neighborhood? Coolest Halloween themed thing I've ever seen. I don't know. I'm not really that into Halloween, but I'm trying to think of something. There was something recently I was like, oh, that was really cool. Oh, well, I'll do something random. There was this graphic on slut shaming made by Lacey Green, who's a really popular like sex education YouTuber here. That was Halloween themed, and so I thought that was really cool. I guess I don't know, just because I'm into like feminist things like that, and I thought putting like a Halloween twist on it was really clever. So yeah. Okay, if you could spend a week living during any period of history, what period would you choose? It's a very interesting question too. Wow, what period would I choose? Um, I think I would choose like biblical times, like with Jesus, like when Jesus was living. So like, I guess AD, like it's weird because it's estimated if Christ existed, he was born in like 83, which is like because it's supposed to be after death and like BC's before Christ. People don't really use those though. There's then another abbreviation that's a little more like politically correct because it's not based in like Christianity. Like BCE I think is like the politically correct one. But anyway, so I think then because then I would be like, I'm gonna prove Jesus isn't who you thought he was and like be a badass and write like a new gospel and shit. It would be really cool. So I think that's the period of history I would choose. Okay, so now on to the sexy questions. Do you have a sixth sense when it comes to knowing when someone is admiring you or checking you out? Like, can you feel a passionate or lustful stare? I don't think so, actually. I don't know. I mean, sometimes, you get that sense of like someone's looking at you, but I don't know if I have like a sex radar of like, oh, this person's checking me out. I don't think I've ever had that experience before. So, no, I don't think am blessed with that sixth sense. Do you like public displays of affection? If you were out with someone and, say, waiting in line somewhere or walking down the street and he wrapped his arm around you and started kissing his way down your cheek or gave your butt a playful squeeze, would you be cool with it? I think to a degree. I'm like PDA, I have mixed feelings. Like I'm okay with some PDA. Sorry, I'm just gonna move this. Like to an extent, but I don't know. I think it gets kind of obnoxious after a certain point. So I think maybe like a kiss on the cheek or something like that, but nothing like a full makeout session or like anything. So I think yeah, I would be okay with it to an extent, but nothing extreme. Because I know as like a viewer, it's uncomfortable to see people doing that to an extreme, and I imagine it's probably uncomfortable doing it to an extreme. So, yeah. When you're having sex, is it easy for you to have an orgasm, or does it take foreplay or something special? Well, by something special, you're referring to a fetish. No, I do not have any fetishes. But in terms of, like, do I orgasm really easily? I mean, it depends on the type of sex and, like, who I'm having sex with. I mean, there's a lot of factors. I can't say, like, there's a universal answer. You know what I mean? Because, like, I mean, I really only had sex with 2 people. But of those 2 people, like, the experiences were different. So, I think it just kind of depends. Like, in terms of, like, vaginal sex, like, vaginal penetrative sex, no, I don't really, like, orgasm from that. But most women don't really orgasm from that. So that's really nothing unusual. But, you know, in terms of other types of sex, I definitely can orgasm more easily. It just really depends on, like, clitoral stimulation and stuff like that. So it really just kind of depends. But I mean, I'm into foreplay, definitely. So, I mean, that's always fun. Okay. When you've made love, sorry. Was the date planned to include sex, or was it spontaneous? And if it was planned, were you both ready to jump into bed and or the shower right away, or did you both take your time? Okay, so I don't know if I'd say I've ever made love. First of all, I used to be, like, obsessed with that phrase, and now I just think it's kind of cheesy. I'm just like, oh god. But okay, so the first time I had sex, yeah, the whole thing was pre-planned, because the person lived in a different place than I did, so I had to fly there. So yeah, you know, you could say that it was definitely planned. And in terms of, you know, did we, like, do it right away? Yeah, we pretty much got to the hotel and had sex. So it was definitely, you know, a planned thing, and it just kind of happened really quickly. Okay, this is the last question. Do you have certain items of clothing, like a certain bra or panties, that you like to wear to feel sexy? No, not really. I'm not really into underwear, period. I don't really wear underwear very often unless I'm wearing, like, a skirt or a dress, or I'm on my period. But otherwise, I don't really wear underwear. And bras, same thing. I don't really wear bras very often. Like, I'm not wearing one now. You can kind of see, yeah. So, I mean, I don't really I'm not a fan of bras or underwear. So I don't really wear them often, and when I do, I wear very comfortable bras and underwear. So I don't really have quote-unquote sexy bras or underwear, and I don't really own any lingerie either, just because I haven't really had a purpose for it. And it's also fucking expensive. So no, because all my underwear are, like, granny panties, and I really only wear sports bras when I wear a bra anyway. And a lot of that's because I just have really big breasts, so a sports bra is a lot more comfortable, because any other bra, like, it digs in and it's just hard to fit. And I don't know, I just don't find regular bras, like, for that. They just kind of, like, pull me a little bit, and I'm just into wearing a bra so that my boobs aren't sticking out if the need arises. I'm not into wearing a bra because I want to, like, have my boobs lifted up or something like that. So, I mean, a sports bra kind of does the job with that. Regular bras, I think, are more about vanity, and regular bras are also more expensive and uncomfortable, and because they're about vanity, I think they're more uncomfortable, you know, because the straps are smaller, which means they dig more into your shoulders, and same with, like, the back, and, like, you know, so I'm just not really into regular bras. So no, I don't really have anything like that that makes me feel sexy. But yeah, that's it, guys. So thanks for submitting these questions. And if you have anything that you want me to, like, talk about, or questions you want me to answer, make sure to leave me a comment or, like, send me a private message. And I'll see you guys later.